Bonjour, je suis Anastasia. Bienvenue. Bonne soirée. So, anyways, welcome. And I'm coming to you on, I guess it's the 22nd. Tomorrow is the full moon. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about, like Ayurveda and astrology and the full moon that's coming up, and kind of what I'm doing with like manifesting what I want in my life through taking, action. So I thought we'd talk a little bit about that and talk a little bit. It wasn't uncommon thousands of years ago, before you would see your Ayurvedic doctor or practitioner, to consult your Vedic natal chart. They felt that they felt very strongly that they could uncover, if you had like ongoing illnesses or things, or that they could be aware ahead of time of things based on what was in your chart. And so they would coordinate, and you would have that natal chart done before you would schedule the doctor and like bring it with you, like having a lab test, if you will. So, but of course, everything in Ayurveda is we're flowing with the rhythms of nature, and so it's just, of course, how the planets affect us and the moon cycles, and especially as women, your menstrual cycles and things are often linked up with the moon. I know my youngest, I ended up in the cardiac ward when I had her because it was a full moon, and the maternity ward was so overrun because it's, very typical for women to go into labor during the full moon. So anyhow, back to, without further ado, that like correlation. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about, manifesting what you want in life, and working with like the planetary energy, the moon energy. Everything has a vibration. Everything that's living has a vibration, right? So tapping into those energies. So I'm a big proponent of full moon and new moon, especially like having ritual around that. And it's a time for me where I know it's a holiday weekend coming up, but I kind of like to be in during the full moon. So by the time we get to the weekend, I might be ready to come out more, but we'll see. But it's a time for, doing a lot of different ritual things and calling in that energy. So anyhow, I was going to show you guys, I'm in my Zen den right here. So later on I'll come out to you and see the moon, but thank you for the tips. I was a little bit dark when I came out here the other night, but all of those rocks right there were collected over in Port Huron in April when I started working on the greenhouse, actually, and talk about manifesting things. The thing that the rocks is in, and all these planter stands and things. I was just saying, I would, if people have stuff that they're not using, I'll take it, and my friend trash picked a lot of this stuff for me. It was great. But I collected all those rocks, and so on, and they all have like energetic properties like crystals. So anyways, the astrology, the Vedic astrology, helps you understand, the purpose of it is to help you understand your health, your way of living, and your life's journey. And these are all things that we're working on, leading an Ayurvedic lifestyle, right? Finding balance and all of these things. So anyhow, I wanted to talk a little bit more about some full moon rituals. And this full moon is actually going to be at its, peak tomorrow, May the 23rd in North America at 9:53 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, because I'm in the Detroit area. So that's when it's going to be its fullest around me. So you can figure out yours plus or minus. The full moon energy is real strong for about 3 days. So of course the day of the lunation tomorrow, but also today, and the day after. The full moon on Friday will also appear full in the sky, and the energy is around it for a good 3 to 5 days. So a lot of people who are more sensitive even feel it ahead of time. This full moon is called the flower moon because of the flowers that bloom in May. This full moon will also be below the horizon. Um, and Sun, Jupiter, and Venus are all going to be conjuncting at this time in Sagittarius is where the full moon is happening. And that's considered to be the luckiest lunation of 2024 because of this conjunction that's happening. So, some words that come to mind with that are like luck and laughter, and like that laughter clears the air. So actually funny that that word comes to mind. I tried something new today. You know, I'm used to the traditional yoga of Ayurveda, but I did try a laughing yoga, and then I had to call my old roommate from college because it reminded me we used to just sit there and laugh. I've been doing laughing yoga before it was a thing from the scientist who brought it to us. Just like earthing and all the other stuff that I do. That was already happening in my world. So anyways, release rituals. These are things that people often like to do at a full moon. And this can involve like lighting a candle, burning incense, playing soft, soothing music, humming or chanting, centering yourself, visualizing things that you want to release, maybe even writing them down and then burning that paper. So those are different ways to release things, right? And I burn incense in here, and I have all kinds of candles in here, but these are solar candles, of course, because I don't want melty wax all over. Manifestation rituals. I do, though you can light a real candle too, but manifestation rituals would be like meditating on what we want, um, and then drawing it in. So writing down and journaling and reflecting upon what's working or going well for you. Is a way to draw in more blessings and abundance. Self-love rituals like writing down habits, beliefs, circumstances, or even people that you feel like block you from your flow and abundance. And maybe imagine yourself without those distractions. And ask the higher power of your understanding even for help. And allow you to, you know, ask for that help, and then let you receive that help. Let you just allow it to come to you. You can also, if you're writing it down, you would want to dispose of that paper afterward. Some people also like to do like decluttering rituals and work with the energy of the full moon, so they clean and organize, especially focusing on energy centers like around your front door, or you know, main entryways, like your dining table. You know, maybe everybody collects at your, like if you have a kitchen counter or like a bar in the kitchen kind of thing, those kind of areas. Some other great things that you can do for the full moon, and I'm a big fan of this, is like full moon baths and self-care time and charging crystals. And I even combine crystals and baths together, and even put my crystals in the salt water in the tub with me, and then I put them up on the windowsill to take in the moonlight, or put them outside. But salt water is another thing that we use for cleansing crystals. Smudging by using you know, sage, having a gratitude journal, reaching out or connecting with friends or family. Some people like to be more quiet and just tell everybody they're going to be busy for a couple of days. So I guess, you know, go with what's good for you on that. Honoring our ancestors is something that a lot of people like to do at the full moon. Different meditations, even creating a moon circle. So anyhow, those are a bunch of different ways to work with the moon energy. So I appreciate you coming to visit, and I'm like checking this out. When I was young, I had streaks of like blonde and red in my hair, and now that I'm getting older, I have streaks of gray, and they pop up wherever. You just never know. I don't have that much gray in the front, but I've got my spots. And all right, everybody, have a great evening, and enjoy that full moon energy, and I'll probably see you on the other side of that. So take care. Au revoir.